In the previous videos, we derived this formula: cosine of a minus b is equal with cosine of a times cosine of b plus sine of a times sine of b, and same for the addition of two angles. All right, here a and b are the two individual angles. All right. Now based on this, we can easily now find out the formula for the sine of a minus b and sine of a plus b. But before finding these two things, I want to go for something else. Here we have cosine of a minus b equals to cosine of a times cosine of b plus sine of a times sine of b. What about if I'm replacing a by 90 degree, pi by 2, or you can say 90 degree, and if I'm replacing b by, let's say, any angle x degree or theta or anything you suppose. Let's suppose here x. All right. So now this is now turning to cosine of 90 degree minus x. Right, x is any angle. Right, let's suppose. So it will be now cosine of 90 degree plus cosine of x degree plus sine of 90 degree plus sine of x degree, and everybody know that cosine of 90 degree is 0, so this whole will turn to the 0 later, and sine of 90 degree, that's 1, and that's sine of x. So finally I can write now that cosine of 90 minus x, right, 90 degree minus x is equal with, this is 0 and this is simple sine of x. All right, this we get. This is another result. And now based on this, now see here, if cosine of 90 minus x is sine of x, then what about if I'm going to replace this x by something else? If I'm replacing this x by, let's say pi by, let's say 90 minus, let's say 90 minus x. All right, if I'm now replacing this x by 90 minus x, then this will be also replaced by 90 minus x. All right, so it will be something like this: cos 90 degree minus 90 degree minus x, all right, will be equal with sine of 90 degree minus x. All right, it is like this. So same, right, sine of x, or you can say sine of one angle is cos of 90 minus that angle. All right, so now if I'm opening this bracket, then it will be cosine of 90 degree minus 90 degree, and this minus minus, it will be plus x degree. All right, and it will be sine 90 degree minus x. So from here, this 90 and 90 will cancel up, and what I will get, the result that sine 90 minus x, cos x is actually sine 90 degree minus x degree. All right, so it's quite almost similar. Cos 90 minus x is sine x, while sine 90 minus x is also cos x. It's just opposite. From here we got sine 90 minus x is cos x. Now we have these two results, and with the help of these two results, and any one, whether this one or this one, with this formula we can easily find out sine a minus b or sine a plus b. All right, let's try to find out the sine a minus b and sine a plus b. Okay, so here I need to find out sine, suppose a plus b. All right, so sine a plus b, we know that sine of the angle, here, just see here, sine of the angle, any angle, is actually cos of the 90 minus that angle. So I can write here cosine of 90 minus that angle. That angle is actually here a plus b, so I can write here a plus b. All right, I just use the simple this trick here. Sine 90 minus angle is equals to sine of angle, then I can write that sine of angle is actually cos of 90 minus that angle. All right, now I'm gonna use very simple thing here, cos 90. All right, and it's minus a, and then it will be minus b. All right, and in this section I'm gonna take this two together and this together, singly. All right, so I have one angle 90 minus a, and I have another angle minus b. So now I'm going to use the formula of cos a minus cos b. All right, this is cos a and cos b, like that I'm going to deal with them. All right, so the formula for the cos a minus b, recently we had done that cos a times cos b plus sin a times sin b. All right, so the same thing I'm going to do here now. Cos a, that is my 90 minus a times cos b, again plus sin a times sine b. All right, and cos 90 minus a, we recently deal here, cos 90 minus a, cos 90 minus a, that's sine a. All right, that's sine a. And cos b plus now sine 90 minus a, recently we learned sine 90 minus a is cos a. All right, so it is cos a times sine b. All right, and here we are with the sine a plus b. All right, we got the sine a plus b now, the formula for the sine a plus b. Yes, we got it. So sine a plus b is equal with sine a times cos b plus cos a times sine b. And now with the help of this, now we can easily find out sine a minus b. All right, so sine a minus b, now I can just write like this, sine a plus of minus b. All right, so now again I can use here sine a plus sine b, like this formula. All right, so it's gonna be sine a times cos b, and cos b is actually a minus of b. All right, and then plus cos a times sine of b, that is minus b here. So sine a is here sine a, and let me tell you one thing here, my friend, cosine of minus theta is cosine theta, but sine of minus theta, we have already learned the trigonometric ratios of negative angles, is here minus sine theta. So here cosine of negative b is simple cos b, and here cos a is as it is cos a, but sine of b, sine of negative b will be minus sine b. All right, so here I'm writing sine b and I'm making this plus minus. All right, so here we are again with sine a minus b. All right, so we derive the formula for the sine a plus b as well as a minus b. All right, based on the one formula that we had derived initially, that is cos a minus b. All right, so this is how we need to derive each and every, you can make a lot of identities with the help of this cos a minus b, and now the result you're getting, the identities you're making, use those identities to make other identities. All right, these all identities you should keep in your mind every time, because this really plays a great role while solving the trigonometric identities problems and many types of the questions that you have to deal in this trigonometry chapter. All right, I hope you're understanding everything, all the concept, and if there is any more doubt in this video, then please feel free to comment below this video. I really appreciate to hear something from your side, and see you in the next video with the next concept. Goodbye.